Konnichiwa from BA. This is a Rorschach Japan update from the 10th of April 2025. A quick summary of what's going down in Japan. In an update to a story from a previous show, the Osaka Regional Taxation Bureau hit Kawasaki Heavy Industries with a 1 billion yen penalty, which is $7 million in back taxes. Several weeks back, we reported that news outlets revealed that the company had been pretending to do repair work for the Maritime Self-Defense Force, but instead conspired with Defense Force members to create a slush fund for entertainment and gifts. Kawasaki didn't report over 1 billion yen for 6 years. The company lied on invoices for the expenses, partially taken from taxpayer-funded defense budgets, to make officials think that the expenses were tax-exempt. Apparently, the company's Kobe shipyard had been doing this for 40 years. The Bureau also found Kawasaki didn't declare taxes related to its U.S. subsidiary, amounting to 4 billion yen, which is $27,000. The company has since paid the back taxes. In more updates to stories from previous shows, rice prices are still going up despite the government releasing rice stockpiles. As of late March, a 5-kilogram or 11-pound bag averaged 4,200 yen, which is $28, an increase compared to the 3,800 yen average, which is $26 in February. This marked the 13th straight week of increases, and sales have dropped 3% compared to last year. Experts said the amount of stockpiled rice released was too small to significantly impact the supply shortage. Things likely won't change until the next harvest, which typically happens in September and October. In a spot of somewhat good news, Donald Trump, the U.S. president, said on Wednesday the 9th he would back down on most of his tariffs for 90 days. This included Japan, where Trump reduced the tariffs from 24% to 10%, except for cars, which remain at 25%. For China, however, he raised tariffs to 125%. Japan's chief cabinet secretary said this was a good sign and that the Japanese government would take this chance to talk further with Trump. The prime minister will likely send Ryose Akazawa, a minister in charge of economic revitalization, to the U.S. sometime this month for proper negotiations. In other news, on Sunday the 6th, a medical helicopter with 6 people aboard, including a patient, went missing off the coast of Tsushima, Nagasaki Prefecture, southwestern Japan. The Coast Guard rescued 3 people, a pilot, a mechanic, and a nurse, and brought them to the hospital for hypothermia. The other 3, including the patient, died. The Coast Guard found the helicopter floating upside down in the sea with the emergency flotation device deployed. The pilot told the Coast Guard that he set off the helicopter's flotation device before the copter hit the sea, but officials are still investigating what went wrong. Onto the pileup of disasters that is the Osaka Expo. On Monday the 7th, during a rehearsal, the organizers said that they detected methane gas levels of over 5% concentration in an underground area. That much methane gas is dangerous because it can easily explode if there is a spark or too much heat. There was an incident last year when methane levels were high and a worker welding caused an explosion. The area used to be a landfill for garbage, which naturally produces methane gas. To prevent any issues, the organizers said they would monitor gas 3 times a day instead of just once at the 7 high-risk spots. They will also create barriers around manholes to keep visitors safe. Meanwhile, 7 prefectures, including Tokyo and Kanagawa in eastern Japan, had some serious traffic jams when an electronic system failure on Sunday the 6th caused some expressway toll gates to close. The failure affected about 80 toll gates that worked through electronic toll collection, or ETC. When they are working correctly, these toll gates scan prepaid ETC cards, making payment for the tolls quick and convenient. Regular lanes remained open and staff raised ETC barriers to allow vehicles to pass, telling drivers to pay the tolls later using a QR code. Traffic jams led to 3 reported rear-end collisions on the Chuo Expressway, which connects eastern and central Japan. Officials don't know what caused the system failure, but many online speculated it was a cyber attack from China or North Korea, similar to how other infrastructure like banks and airlines have been targeted since December. In the world of academia, the University of Tokyo said on Friday the 4th that it plans to create its first new faculty in nearly 70 years, the College of Design, hoping to boost foreign student enrollment. Set to open in September 2027, it will be led by Miles Pennington, a British professor and the first non-Japanese person to head one of the university's faculties. The program will offer a 5-year master's degree with an emphasis on interdisciplinary learning, climate change, and global issues. Half of the 100 students per class will be international. The university hopes that by 2049, 30% of its students will be foreign, which will help create an international learning environment. Speaking of new ventures, LiveHub Incorporated, a Japanese startup, is launching a new all-terrain electric wheelchair in 2026. They showed off a prototype at a press event that climbs stairs, which the company hopes to improve even further so it will be able to handle escalators as well. The new model uses wheels on flat surfaces and caterpillar tracks for stairs and rough terrain. It adjusts the seat angle on slopes and has a 40-kilometer or 25-mile range per charge. The initial model will cost 1.5 million yen, which is $10,000, and will be tax-exempt. LiveHub aims to help the disabled, elderly, and injured before expanding to bigger mobility markets. Shifting gears, lawmakers who were elected in last October's general election reported an average of 27 million yen, which is $180,000, in financial assets and real estate, excluding stocks. This is the lowest average since records began in 1993 and marks a drop of about 2 million yen, which is $14,000 from 2022. Taro Aso, a former prime minister, topped the list with $4 million. The reaction from most people was good. Civil servants should be focused on serving the people, not on filling up their own wallets. However, this news also raised questions of how much these politicians' assets would be worth if stocks were included in the numbers. After all, stocks can be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. In entertainment news, police arrested Ryoko Hirozue, a 44-year-old actress, on Tuesday the 8th for attacking a nurse at a hospital in Shizuoka Prefecture, central Japan. The previous evening, she rear-ended a truck and suffered minor injuries. Her agency stated she panicked at the hospital and apologized to the victim. Hirozue is known for her award-winning roles in the 1999 film The Railroad Man, or Popoya in Japanese, and the 2008 film Departures, or Okuribito. After this incident, she said she would temporarily pause her entertainment roles. In sports news, Max Verstappen, a 4-time world champion race car driver, won the Japanese Grand Prix on Sunday the 6th, securing his first victory of the 2025 season. He finished 1.5 seconds ahead of the runner-up, Lando Norris. While racers are busy burning rubber, Tejikarao Shrine will be holding its annual Tejikara Fire Festival on Saturday the 12th. The event will take place from noon until evening, featuring food stalls, a parade with floats full of gunpowder, and lots of fire and explosions. You can visit Tejikarao Shrine in Gifu City, central Japan. The shrine is a 4-minute walk from the Tejikara Meitetsu station or a 14-minute walk from the Nagamori JR station. To see pictures from festivals of past years, check out the festival's official website. Link in the show notes. And that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. Enjoying the update? We hope so. Want to chat, toss us an idea, or ask something? Email us at info@rorschach.com. Matane!